All right, we're going to do a demonstration of really raking 101. Essentially, there is a right way to rake the ground, especially when you're putting the panels down, and I'm going to try to demonstrate that right here. First thing is, though, is the proper tool, and this is what we like. This is a broad landscaping rake. It can be found in any home improvement store, but it's a little bit expensive, but it's what it'll last you for years. And the product has teeth on one end that is used to move large amounts of, say like in this case, the screening material, and then a flat end that is used to smooth out the area. This is very important because when you're putting the panels down, and of course the geotextile fabric and the panels down, you have to have a very smooth area. We always say that area needs to be firm and it needs to be smooth. Smooth doesn't mean flat, but it's got to be smooth. So I'm going to kind of give a little demonstration of the proper way to rake an area. Let's just say the area has all been raked. We've used the coarse side of the broom to bring it in and move material. Now I want to smooth it out. So when I take my rake and I drag over top of an area, and I want you to zoom in right here with the camera, and you're going to see that there is a gap under there. And on the outside edge, the material is being moved. So what happens is I pull across this, it becomes very apparent to me that I'm not level because I'm pulling on the left and right side material, but in the center I'm not getting any material. That means I'm low there. And so what we're trying to do is avoid that. So if I go back a couple times and stay zoomed in here, as I pull this across, that area is getting smaller and smaller. Keep with me. And then you begin to see smaller and smaller yet. And eventually, I'll have the whole entire rake full of material. And once I accomplish that, then I know that I'm pulling material on a level surface. So I can pull it, front to back, and then I can go over here, I can pull left and right, and as I'm pulling across this, what I'm doing now is creating an area that is very flat. It can be contoured, but what we're trying to do is create an area that when I put the geo fabric down and then the panels, you can zoom back out here, the panels will then rest on top of this fabric, and every portion of the panel is supported. That's very important. It doesn't matter if it's contoured. You can get all the contours you want, but it's got to be a gentle, smooth contour like you would find on a putting green. You're not going to have great dramatic breaks on a putting green for most putting greens in the backyard. So this is the proper way to rake. Rakes go in lots of different directions. Light touch, pull it smoothly, and if you do this, it's like any other thing. Preparation is the key, and if you do this properly, you can really wind up with very, very little effort of putting down the panels.